Hi, it's Helen from Heritage Organic Seeds, and today we are starting the sow along for our May subscription box. And this video is how to sow the New Zealand spinach seeds. So New Zealand spinach is not a true spinach, but it is very, very similar. But the best bit about it is that this doesn't tend to go to seed like normal spinach does as soon as the sun comes out. And it frustrates me no end when regular spinach just bolts as soon as the temperatures get warm and we've had a few days of sun. So this is the perfect variety. So New Zealand spinach can be quite tricky to get started. So you want to soak your seeds into warm water for about 24 hours before sowing. So don't sow the whole packet in one go. You want to keep some of the seeds back as like an insurance policy in case the first attempt is not successful. So you can direct sow your New Zealand spinach seeds if you prefer, but keep an eye on the weather and the overnight temperatures just in case they need a little extra protection if there is a sudden frost. So we're going to sow ours into modules, but you can use small pots or trays if you prefer. And then we're just going to sow one seed per cell, about 2 centimetres deep. So just pop those in. So even with that kind of pre-soak, the seeds they are quite erratic with how they germinate, so it could take a little while. So it does take a little bit of patience, and you might need to have a couple of attempts, but hopefully we'll all be lucky and it will just work first time. Wouldn't that be nice? And then we're just going to give those a light water. Like I say, it could take a few weeks before seedlings start to appear, so do keep this compost moist during that time. And the New Zealand spinach seeds do prefer fluctuating day and night temperatures as well. So once your seedlings start to emerge and they are large enough to handle, you want to carefully prick those out and pot those on into their own individual small pots. Let them grow on in those pots for a little while so that they can develop a nice healthy root system and put on some extra top growth. And then you can look to plant your seedlings outside after the risk of frost has passed. And we would recommend planting your plants around 35 to 45 centimetres apart. Like everything, we always recommend hardening off any seedling before you plant it into the ground, just so they can get used to fluctuating temperatures and wind and things like that. As with everything, you want to keep the growing area well watered and weed free. And once they get to about 30 centimetres tall, you want to carefully pinch out those growing tips, and that will encourage lots of side shoots and nice bushy growth on your spinach. And then you can harvest the leaves individually as required up until the first frosts. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoy growing your New Zealand spinach seeds. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm always more than happy to help with any growing questions. Best place is always Instagram. We are at Heritage Organic Seeds, or drop me an email, hello@heritageorganicseeds.com. So enjoy growing your spinach seeds and happy sowing.